all you amazing creators. Welcome back to my channel. This is Ying. And in this video, I'm going to share with you that five questions you ask yourself when you're feeling stuck and lost in life and nobody is around to help you. And these five questions will help you to gain clarity, certainty, and confidence. I'm actually super excited to recording this video because I know what I'm going to share with you would help so many people out there that to stop wasting your precious time and stop wasting weeks, days and weeks, months and years and to wandering around, to feeling stuck, so you can live life with clarity, certainty, and confidence. But before we actually start today, please remember that to subscribe our channel, you'll receive our weekly updates and also to learn more about how to live life with clarity, certainty, and confidence. So now let's begin. So in this video, I'm going to share with you that 5 questions to ask yourself to gain clarities. And when you're feeling stuck and lost in life, one thing is very important. I always share with my clients is that make sure don't have your expectations on yourself and to do certain things. You don't have to do certain things because if you say the infinity of clarity and loss of clarity and the direction and lost direction is in infinities. It's like infinity symbols. We all experience that clarity, lost clarity, clarity, lost clarity. We always going between these two states.
What?
So if you some stage in life that if you feel like you lost clarity, if you feel like you are feeling stuck and lost, that is okay. It's also part of life. We can be our best friends, but sometimes we also can be our worst enemy. So my first advice for you guys, just be okay with yourself and don't put on expectations. And before we actually finding the guidance from within, I like you guys just to sit somewhere in a very comfortable and a very quiet, relaxed position and relax your shoulders and increase the space between your shoulders and your neck, and keep a gentle smile on your face. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath to sit quietly and focus on your breath, and to also have a pen and a paper next to you to be fully present. So the very first step is somewhere really quiet and somewhere you can just feel safe and secure. There is no interruption. There's no people come to interrupt you. It could be indoor and outdoor with just a piece of paper. That's somewhere just relaxed. And one thing is very important is to be fully present, or at least as much as present as you can. Once you feel like you are fully present as possible, and ask yourself, what exactly am I most yearning to do in this life? What am I most yearning to do in this life? And let the question to drop deeper inside you. And when the answer comes, make sure that you write them down. So repeating your question, what am I yearning to do in this life? Just let the question sink, drop deeper and deeper. You might write it down, 5 answers, 10 answers, 20 answers, whatever that comes to you, you give yourself permission that allow yourself to write them down. Life is all about adventure and exploring and creating possibilities for your life. So whatever the answers comes to you, please don't criticize that answer and don't judge. It's too big, it's too small, it's too ridiculous, it's too funny, I would never be able to do that. Try not to judge your answers, because this is the phase you actually just to explore all the possibilities and open that Pandora box. So allowing all the possibilities and come to you and write all your answers on a paper. Keep repeating that question until you feel like you truly run out of answer. So that is the first question I'd like you to ask yourself. And the second question that you're going to ask yourself is, who do I look up to in my life? Or you can say something like, who is my role model in my life that he or she really inspired me to follow my dream? That person, it could be somebody you know, it could be somebody you don't know. And who do you believe that is a role model for you? The reason why we're doing this exercise, because in Chinese Eastern philosophy, we become who we look up to. We become, who we truly look up to is our role model. And so it's very, very important to have that conscious awareness that to repeating the same question, that to gain clarity is that who do you actually look up to? Is that a ballet dancer? Is that a coach, consultant, a speaker? Is that a football player? Or is it a certain artist? Or is it athletes? Or it's even your parents, whoever that is, and ask yourself why that person really inspired you and really you look up to, and they really give you a sense of purpose and inspiration. That's the second question you ask yourself. The third question is, once you ask yourself, I highly encourage that you also write them down. So the third question is, what am I afraid of the most and why? What am I afraid of the most and why? So in this question, you drop your ego and, to be fully present with the moment and write it down. Are you afraid that other people judging you? What are you afraid? You're afraid that you're losing money. You're afraid that you're losing your time. You're losing your loved ones. What exactly are you afraid? The reason we do this exercise or ask ourselves this question, because sometimes we have this most irrational, most ridiculous irrational fear that are like a little cockroach in our head. And then to chewing our, a purpose and chewing our energies in life. So once you I call it, you nail it, you can tame it. Once you nail it, you can tame it. Once you tame it, you can nail it, you can tame it. That's right. And I want you to nail it exactly. What is that ridiculous fear that, bias to perception that holding you back? Why is that? You wanted to be able to confront yourself, and you wanted to be able to challenge yourself, to truly get the bottom truth. So that's the third question you ask yourself. The last one is, what can I do? What can I do to overcome my biggest fear? What can I do to overcome my biggest fear? Remember, when you're doing the questions, self-internal guidance from within exercise, always write it down, your thoughts, your ideas, your answers on a piece of paper. You dump everything on a paper without judging your answers, and then we can take time, reflect, to look that later on once we complete the exercise. So it's very, very, very important that to write it down. The first question, I repeat that again, is what can I do to overcome my biggest fear? What can I do to overcome my biggest fear? To bring you to the solution focused instead of the fear focused. That's number 4. The last question you can ask yourself is, what is the smallest action I'm inspired to focus on today to help me fulfill my dream? What is the smallest action that I'm inspired to focus on today to help me fulfill my dream? And repeating the questions, as many times as possible, to write down what's the smallest action that you can take to get you from there. So when you're done, looking at what you write it down in your notes and see if there is something that really capture your attention, and then is there a way for you to pursue a meaningful work that aligned with your inner sense of purpose, and to really to the whole exercise is about, to be your own challenger and to drop down your egos and to be fully present, and to let your intuition to guide you to follow your inspired actions in life. And I truly hope you guys really enjoyed this video. So thank you so much for supporting and like our videos and our channels. Please leave your comments below. If there's any topics that you want me to talk about, you'd like to know more about it, please let me know. And also make sure that you don't forget to click the link below to join our Facebook community. And I also highly recommend it to join our 5-day challenge that stops self-sabotaging and start self-loving. The link is also below. And I see you all in the next video. Bye.